Death, they say, is inevitable. Everyone must die at some point. But what will matter to the living is neither the age lived nor the wealth acquired, but the number of people you impacted in their lives positively, the love you shared, and the legacies you'll be remembered for. And this is what late Ezinne Florence Olieku Njeze is known for.
Mama maluchago onabago na nudo. Nne malusigo n'ọnabago na nudo. Ezigbo mama mfụrụ n'anya, ebe ka m ga-afụkwa gị ọzọ na nudo. Ụnanya mmasị na ọ tụrụ m n'anya maka ọ nọ na-akwado onye ọbụla maka mbọchị ahụ mbọchị ọ ga-abụkwa nekwe okwukwenye nshi onye agụkọ ya cheregodi ihe nke a ọnụsị m bịakwa kọpịakwa ndị niile otu niile ya nọ n'ime ya na ọ bụkwa mbọchị ahụ achị na nwere ndị ime iso ihe achọkwa ka ime iso ndị ọbụla ọchị mkpụta akwụkwọ ndewede mana makwabe ndị ore akwụkwọ ahụ mana ọ na-evukwa m ihe a niile n'isi.
A wonderful woman, cheerful, resilient, kind. She might look small, but she's a giant. She was a giant, as her sister-in-law would describe her. She was magnanimous, and she's just a wonderful person. And she gave tough love. People may say, oh, she's always smiling. Yes, she's always smiling, but whether you like it or not, you have to smile with her. And I'm going to miss her advice. You know, we used to talk every day. She would call me if I don't call her for 2 days. By the second day, I get a call asking if I'm okay. And then if we happen to start talking, the next thing I hear is, that is, did I call you or did you call me? When I tell her she's the one, or when I told her she was the one who called me, she would say, bring your phone, turn on the phone. And I said to her, Mom, Ma, you need to turn on the phone. So I'm going to miss what we used to call ourselves, Ma, from the Golden Girls. She enjoyed the Golden Girls series when she was here, and she enjoyed Joyce Meyers in addition to her ETW and something. I mean, she.
My mother taught me how to read and count from 1 to 100 and A, B to Z. And so when I started elementary school, I had learned all those things. And I remember clearly how she took me to school the first day, still clear in my mind. And then we were registered. And then while we were still in line, we saw the headmaster flogging senior pupils into line. And I was frightened. So I went home. I met her. And I she engaged with her. And she was Italian at the school. So she didn't scold me. She said, "Okay, I should sit down." And then she gave me a meal of boiled yam and palm oil. And I remember it clearly, like today. That was in 1956. Then the following day, she took me back to school again and advised me not to come back, no matter what happened. And I obeyed her.
Oh yeah, na kwa makanya bo. All na she be ejere balu na. No mulubendo Onodugo. Man from the time mujiru kwete. Mujiru meyanya kamunaya huro nwanyi na yanka adnene. So that mgbe mu mere baptism, nyamoro mu na baptism. Mbawe akụkọ ọmụọmụ na agbamakwụkwọ. Bịa hụ were m azụbu na-eyi ime hụ. Ma hụ na mama mụrụ bendo Onodugo. Mama bụ Onodugo. So no, from the time anyị hụrụ onwe anyị ka anyị bido hụrụ onwe anyị na ya. O were m ka onwe ya. Mụnwa were ekene m nke ịbọ.
I really can't believe that my mother is gone to be with her creator. Somehow I have a mixed feeling. I know she's happy where she is, and I don't know about myself, but be it as it may, I think I'm comfortable because we shared a lot of memories, good talks, and he built in me how to help people, and that one I haven't achieved mastery, but it's all good. But one thing that my mother did for my immediate family is making sure that I build a house in Abor. We talked about it all the time, and we fight over it on the phone, argue about it, and make up, but she was still insistent. And lo and behold, today, the house is done completely, and we are going to be moving in there to stay to celebrate her life for the final time. But my happiness was that he witnessed the house when it was almost completed. She went in there with my wife and children and sisters, and we FaceTimed ourselves, and I saw the joy and happiness in her, and that I will hold on to. Goodbye, Mama. You are one of a kind. I don't think I will see anybody who can match the kind of life that you lived. Thank you for being my mother, and I thank God for making me your son. All right, I hope we'll see again to depart no more.
Very friendly, happy person. When had a way of handling her own. They visit her on the third party. On Archie, who need you wrong. On she will hear so my impression of her being a good woman, a good godly woman who has gone to be with the Lord.
I am Mama's daughter-in-law. I was married to her second son, Ngwu-nwa-Agu Njeze, who went to be with the Lord about 20 years ago. My first encounter with Mama was about 35 years ago when I was being married newly into the family. I met a woman that was very prayerful, a woman who lived a life of prayer. I call her an altar woman because Mama built an altar in her living room, decorated it with the pictures of every family member, from her children, down to her great-grandchildren. And she kept updating it every time a new baby was born into the family. Mama will update it and kept praying for every one of us. If Mama was not involved in any domestic chores or sleeping, we don't know that Mama was praying either in the church or before her altar for all of us. To the extent that at times when I don't pray, I feel so fulfilled because I know that my prayer warrior, Mama, had prayed for me because her prayer covers all of us. Mama, Mama's prayer life, got her husband so worried that to the extent that her husband was always mocking her or flattering her about her prayer life, because I encountered both of them. Wonderful couple. Papa will always call on Mama and say, each time Mama was praying, he said, Mama ge agwagwongo inweghị ike nete iji ọkpa jee n'igwe. Ebe na ekpere anyị na-ekpe ga-eme gị ka ị were ọkpa jee n'igwe ka ghara anwụ na anwụ. Oyi emenete ị ga-anwụrịrị before ị jee n'igwe. That Mama, no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you pray, that you will not go to heaven before you die. That you must die before you go to heaven. And that was fun for me.
Oge ọbụla ncheta mama m ma mgbe ọ dị ndụ, ihe na-agbata mama m bụ ezigbo ọyị m. So kịta ọ na-anọghọ ezi ọyị m ana mama m ezigbo nne ezi ọyị m ana na.
It's been a wonderful time with her while growing up. We enjoyed rare privileges, and what other people had as let me say rare gifts from family members. We enjoyed them until we got bored because of the kind of background and family I come from.
Someone that you can talk with. Like get extra information for Mama. Really, extra information for Mama.
Mama will call her. She was almost our aunt because when we were young, my mother was introduced as my uncle's sister, and Mama was so calm. She seemed like my father calmness, so I thought she was my father's sister as well. And then they were always the one who are calming those two down, So, and she played that role as actually our aunt because she was very caring.
I have a lot of encounters with her. I recall that she is my big auntie. My father's younger sister. This is a lady that immediately I became a boy that was aware of my environment. I got to know her, okay? I had so many encounters with her, even as a small boy, so many. She is always loving. Each time that, because then my parents had it was a duty kind of for them to go to their house during Christmas period, and we all used to go together, okay? Each time we came, it was a party. She went out of her way to make us comfortable and all that. This woman doesn't have much education, but she was a giant by all standards. She was a giant. Sometimes I wonder if she had education, where she would have been. I think she may have become a justice of the Supreme Court, something like that. She was really, really a giant, and she was able to nurture her children, her 9 children, to also become giants. So in summary for me, She was an embodiment of humility despite her level.
Mama Geb, Florence Njeze, nwa-Onodugo, was equally like my mother, because my mother, they were very, very, very close when my mother was still alive. According to my mother, Mama Geb, Zachakwa Ben Njeze, Zachakwa Iji Ben Njeze. Na hewe hileza na Ben Onodugo, Zawa, Zachacha Ben Onodugo. Every day, every morning. Also, nehe jikotel hani bon. My mother used to tell me this story, and I grew up and found out that the love they have for one another, they're very, very great.
Mama bo auntie Mama Mama Kobo. Mama Bodman do a special breed. So young game is Mama Bodman. No one, my man or Bohokwa or Mama Bodman no. Mama just halfway and Jerry anyway. The man to go anywhere go Mama. Man o mera anya bele she ko no nyetere anya. Ko no ji anya ume maka na o wo ndo mama no papa anyị bịa ghara anyị n'ike mama simba nya ga anọ ndere anyị onye bụ ihe ọ nọ ndere anyị so ọ bụghị ọnwụ ka mama nwụrụ ihe mama mere bụ no ọ ghara anyị ka ọ nọgharịọ ka o jekwuru ibe ihe n'eluigwe so ihe m ga-eme isi maka mama karịrị but most importantly ihe m ga-eme isi n'ehiche bụ her positive attitude to life. Mama enweghị ihe ọ ga-abụ ome kita ishi hey no maga ajakawa onwe onye no meri nri no ma lahụ ụla no ma no she does not do that.
I would describe Mama in 3 words. She's very kind, she has forgiving spirit, and she's welcoming and loving.
Ezinne Florence Olieku Njeze, nwa-Onodugo, was born in the year 1930 into a royal family of Ozo Nnabuenyi Ngwu-nwa-Agu nwa-Onodugo in Umuoka village of Umuavulu Abor. Her mother, Nneze Ozo-Ukwuani, nwa-Ngwaka, having lost her father at a tender age, and her mother being a full-time housewife and small-time farmer, and with 2 other children to fend for, had to struggle to survive. Life was so hard that young Florence Olieku had to go and live with one of the teachers in our town, Mrs. Peters at Onitsha. But unfortunately, she was not happy at Onitsha, which made her older sister, Mrs. Teresa Ugu, popularly known as Mama Febi, to adopt her as a daughter. She then started elementary school from there. Just before she could finish elementary school, she met her future husband, Mr. Biography Njeze, through his own sister, Umuavulu Njeze, later Mrs. Anidi, and so their love blossomed, and on April 16, 1950, she celebrated her church marriage. And ever since then, Mama has gone ahead to spread love wherever she went, and this is evident in the testimonials from her family and friends.
Anya ka na-ekwu mana ndị dịka ndị na-ede eje ụka
oge ahụ ebe m na-eje ụkwa mmanya ndị na-eje ya akwụkwọ
bụkwa sọsọ aṅụchakwa mmanya ahụ wee nọzi ụba mana ada eme dịka mmanya ajụjụ manya nne na nna manya ụmụnna
mama m mgbe o bidoro nkuzi n'ụlọ ekpete dị n'Coal Camp ọ be mama bobu maka Ngwu Njeze senior bụ ka nwunye so ha wee shọ bịa burube o wee burube ha ejezie akwụkwọ ya na iko mgbe ha bụ miss mama m ọ dị m ka mama enekene anya mama m niile mama ga-ebe ene anya ọmarịcha nwaanyị a wee shi ha na ọ dịkwa mma ka mụ na-enye nwoke dana bịa kere o wee bụrụ the beginning of the marriage between my parents. So Donna met Lucy Onodugo through the instrumentality of Mama Geboy.
Ụdị mmadụ m ka achị n'ọbụbụ n'ọbụ ezigbo mmadụ na-enweghị nkewe o hụrụ onye ọbụla n'anya ọ ga-akpọ okechaa be dị onye ka o bu n'Enugu enihu ya ịhụkwara ịhụ n'ọbụ a woman of peace. Ọ bụ ọdụ mkpụmkpụ emire inukwe na-eto n'uwe ịnụ ama ihe ọ bụ full of intelligence maka na ihe dị onyeisi bụ ihe ọ transfer to ụmụ ọnya na ụmụ ochie.
Mama Bodman, a special woman, a blessed woman, onye Chukwu gọziri, a model of a mother, a model of a sister-in-law, a model of a relation. Mama bụ everything in one. I will miss her badly. Mama bụ so close to me, and of course my mother, you won't say why. My mother bụ nwa-Chukwu, and then my parents na Papa Bodman mụrụ ha na agbamakwụkwọ, so they link much. Then my dear bụ Nneze, that is Ezinne Lydia and Ngwu-nwa-Agu. So the kind of relationship that existed between them, Nneze and the sister-in-law, was such that, you know, before I married my Ashebi. It would not be possible for people to relate well, because in most cases, sisters-in-law, you know, rift. But in Cabo, the unity between them. Oh well, only advice when you need it. I remember very well when I was in the campus. On an occasion, she called me and we talked. So Mama is everything. Her prayer life, even when that's Friday before she died, I visited her in hospital in the morning with my mom, and she was so happy. Now how she, you know, came to hospital.
My children will miss her definitely, because sometimes after school I know their job there, and none of them have biscuits. So, like there, just after she passed on, her job on do Kelly her biscuits. So in my mind I was like, I'm going to do the biscuit down and hey, I actually said, I will not see mommy again. So I will not see mommy again. So we all miss her, all of us, everybody, including my husband, all of us.
Ochikota Ozo, Utoshe Merani, Ibiakwa, India Amadi Beach, Obo Niger, Ohuana, Shigi, Riwe, Oboena like on your Dane Wangari, Adona, Guayu, Chiquike, Opo Shigi, Roka, DJ Poka, Mokwan Chuku, where be ked, the Kedinachi. So you get me some no, or you got a shy, Jeroka. I show you my Wakambo. I don't know, since my mom 2020. Ihe ọbụla nọ n'ụgwa shi na ihe ga-eme and one more emere nwa mmadụ chọkwa okwu gebakwa gị nwee ndidi na emechekwa na ihe a ga-adakwa mma.
To tell you the life that Mama lived, which to me was not an easy lifestyle. For one to be praying 365 days. Mama, all through her life, was doing novena every day. 365 days novena. If you ask her, she will say, yes, I'm doing 365 days novena. And I will shudder and say, God, when will I have this gift and this strength to embark on such a mission? Because to me, it was an uphill task. It's a difficult mission for one to really actualize. But Mama lived out that life.
No boy, you occupy a banner, so cottage. Oh, could that fit up my big hub and a daffy? Oh, what was bushy? We had no other. So no quick head after a ketano. Oh, correct with them, no,
you know, and no matter what happened to her, she lost 2 children, but you could not see that in her attitude. She was always encouraging everybody. She was full of cheerfulness. She was full of life. She was full of encouragement to everybody. That is the truth. So that is what struck me most about her. You know, her life was a life of giving thanks to God.
You have been getting a man, I'm not home, or draw a bish, Sota SOS. She will never SOS here. So you just ask about Iraqi when I got it. Ever quadru natural, Iraqi with Jagote. Mani in car to our Chineke. Up in a my open key go over your tongue, you know, or she never would have and a cigar, Mabu. Hey, Nishi Amaka, Ninka Amaka. All I like Madu Quadu Monofuma at all times. And now I know one na Quadu Hofuma. Ogo Bonnie Wolia, or Nadu, very well dressed. No matter how simple I could, or got well dressed. Madu Jishim one day. Mama Gaka do fashionable. Because Oya come do fashionable. Or she no come do fashionable. Ma one more only look clean or do come party on Aqua DJ. Oh boy, I like here the man. And all I like a homage so much. Each year my has hockey here. If I call here near my dress hockey here. Get a kit or go Gabiaqua or me to go for here. Even call Okago, Cocaroria. All Polonia and Nwa-Ngwaka mete or something. My only in a date, a date with you, will surely up.
Even Mama cho solution. Or solve one or no that solve or half of the chicken and kehor. Now be here, Mama na Kijiru on your Bonabialo around her. To have a positive attitude to life. Mama Bukwa, a very serious-minded fellow. Mbani pelumpe. Mama will make out a moga kiji odi kijiri here or wait to only down to your level. So that water because of Uduobu Mama well. Mama Buhon the parents you can not hey Mama Mama when you hire that Mama. I am Mama na Ajina. Room anytime, even Kunso tell Manodi. If the Hana room, I am Mama, but I got the show and everything okay before for because we were so close with her.
Before the church marriage, Mama attended Holy Rosary Domestic Training School on Onitsha, where prospective young brides got training about homemaking and how to run and live a good Christian lives. And this she imbibed in her children.
There were so many things that I imbibed from my mother, and that is extending privileges to those whose life are hopeless, and at the end of the day it gives me satisfaction. So simply put, the legacy is that we will not let people, particularly those whose parents cannot cater for. Simply put, I will say that in line with Mama's lifestyle, Mama's vision for others, I will do my best in helping the underprivileged.
Ofu ndụmọdụ onyelu m ihe nehene eseli Chukwu.
Once if a relation or even a friend Ozo benye gere oge ọ meketeshi ha mba na onye nke a na ebe a ka ị ga-akwụsị enweghị ebe a na-akwụsị benye even ma ndụ bụ ndị ọyị nke mụnwa ndụ bụ ndị ọyị mụnwa bụzi ndị ọ nagazọrọ m ha bụrụkwa ọyị onye.
Her way of speaking, the way everything, you don't like her, and you like her. And most of the time, she will come and join the Tekulude. Because when I was young, I was always dry. It was most of the time, and then I can never forget those things. Very caring.
She will always teach you one or two things in a very simple, pleasant way that Oma have for your brain. Mama was an exceptional woman. A special relationship with each and every one Obiala across in her lifetime.
So, ezigbo mmadụ bụ mmadụ nwere ezigbo egwu oge ọbụla ebe ọ na-adị ọcha ọ na smiling always.
Ezinne Florence Olieku Njeze, also known as Mama Bodman, was so many things to different people. To some, a mother they never had. To some, a Christian in truth and spirit. While to others, she is a mother whose home is home for all. But to her children, Mama is.
She made me the woman I am today. Being religious is one thing, but she made me pious, and she made me know that being religious is not good enough, but you have to couple it with good love and good work. And whatever I do it for love, not to be praised, but for the glory of God. Everything I do today, I do to the glory of God. And, being who she is, who she was, I keep saying who she is, but she's still here anyway. She would remember every single thing and remembered everybody.
I came back on holiday, she was so overjoyed that she would call me Ugeb Munemasibam, her younger brother. Instead of Geb Mum, and that was the treatment. And each time the taxi stopped me in front of our house and I came out for school, she was so overjoyed. Now she will carry my box on her head and I will follow her behind until we got up. So of course we went through that until then the war broke out. We stayed together until a time came when my father was recalled to Biafra. So we stayed with her only. It was a tough time. She looked after us properly. We came back after the war because the encouragement was there to study hard and behave well, and that put me through my medical school days.
He had the Nyanko Mama. I'm not even gave you the Mavenga question. Or from what I carry. Mwaka na apị kwa mmadụ. No, there's no one yam. Not one coyam, not what total matota. All one agaho, as no nazo. Well, look what I can add a tota. Magloma yam, Mamma, and many one and mem. Up when is Madraco, my Anaka Madraca, Akatari here. You might put any other man. Manakuna, Amatai. Uncle Munaga Chiquao, Ma Chio Bankata, Unapanya. Manamba him in the here on Anabata, Uzbuz by him, Uncle Yagan Achi. ka mere bụ ihe gwaziri uri ha ọ ga-agwa gị.
Mma anyị bụ oyi ndị mmadụ ma nnukwu ma obele. Ozugbo ọ na-abụ oyi. O nwere ndị oyi m mgbe m na-amụ nwa. Mma m nọ n'ọmụgwọ ha na-alaiki ịbịa. Ndị busy somewhere mama ya bịa tụpụnyere ha. Ha na-akpa nkata. Ọ na-akọwakwala ha ka esi ka mmadụ ga-esi na nwaanyị si anọ n'ụlọ ya na di ama na-enwe sọ married women bụ ihe ahụ bịakwala ha na-ebi ọfụma na-akọwala ha ka ihe ọ ga-abịa na-eme ị na-eri mmụọ dị iru o mee ha like ọ mama m so much. O nwere ka one of them ihe ọ na-akpọ bụ di anyị maka ọ na-abụ mgbe ahụ ọ bịa papa m nọ ihe ha na-akpọ nwaanyị bụ di anyị. Ifeọma Ọsakwe Ifeọma bụ onye Ogidi so ihe ọ na-akpọ mama anyị bụ di anyị. Then o nwere one aspect mama anyị ejighị dressing egwu egwu. Mama anyị ga-agwa gị na ebe ị na-eje ga-agwa gị ụdị efe ị ga-eyi so ịfụta n'ụdị nke ọbụla ọ bụ aghara ine n'ihe o nweghị eju ya ehụ. Ọ gwaghị ụdị ihe ọ ga-abịa iyiri ihe iyi ya etu ị ga-esi kwado ihe iyi adị mma.
Kedu ebe m ga-ebido? Okay, ka m bido from mgbe m n'ụdị na ihe ọ mechara m o gotere m ite ọ na nje nagodo beti m first sure na ọ chọrọ ka m nwee nke m ehwa m dị na ya na ọ bụghị abịakwa beti m eme ihe asị abụrụ na m enweghị ite ọ na m ga-enwerịrị nke m ehwa m dị and I have a complete set, a pot, the ekwu eji esi ihe agbada ozuru ezu anọ mama gotere ya.
Okay, Mama is a God-fearing woman, very kind, very caring, and very nice to everybody.
Even though Mama has gone to be with the Lord, the memories she made with others still very nostalgic.
Mama was that grandmother that you could call at any time to have a discussion with on different issues, different topics, and share fun memories with. Mama was full of laughter, full of love, happy cheer, and she always had this captivating smile on her that will lighten up your day regardless of what you were going through. Mama was the quintessential grandmother. Mama was a grandmother that had a very deep and personal connection with all her grandchildren. I'll miss Mama dearly, and I pray that God gives us the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss.
Mama, echete mgbe ndị ọbụla bịa be anyị mgbe mpere mpe mgbe ndị ọbụla bịa Abuja mgbe ọbụla ịbịakwa mụ na gị afọ kpalịa ji hụ Abuja mgbe ahụ ọnọdụ ya m obi aṅụrị na ịnọ n'akụkụ m na-egosi m ịhụnanya gị, and I pray that God will receive your soul in heaven because you were sent here on earth, so there is no doubt that you joined and you stay praying for us in heaven along with the saints and angels. Love you now and forever.
Muna Mama tell that our special song. We danced it the Saturday before Ashina Mama Nwo. So when Mama Nwo, it left a smile on my face. I said one thing, Ashem no Mama bu the original Amabola. Mama tell egwu nakworuchie. So I can say that Mama is in a good place and we are very happy.
So one of my fondest memories about Mama was a while back. I think it was either over 15 years ago. We were at, I think it was Auntie Afi's house. It was either Chibet's or Chinen's birthday. So Auntie Afi got us snacks and we had to share them among the cousins. So there was someone else there that was excluded, and Mama, in her ever inclusive nature, asked if we included the person, and the cousin in charge of sharing snacks said no. So she asked it went down in this manner. She said, and the person said, she said, ever since then, I think that statement has been very popular amongst a lot of us. I say it till now, and I'm never going to forget it, because it's really, it was funny at the time. It remains funny, so always say it. I'll never forget that about her. Even though I haven't really come to terms with her departure, I have to say farewell, Mama.
Mama na-akpọ Oyilum very fondly. So ihe na-echete maka mama bụ mgbe ọ ga-abụ anyị na-atacha Christmas ụta anụnwa, ọ ga-abịacha be everybody bịa lie nri. Mama ị ga-eche na acha age na ike o ji ata anụ na ihe a niile agụghọzi ya, mana ọ ga-achị gị tinyere m ya, o jiri nwayọ na-eri ya ichefu ya. I just loved watching her live her life, eat, be happy, have her wits about her, and it made me happy that at her age she was very strong, very healthy, and she always advised me, Imago, be yourself, be happy, and live your life to the fullest, and be who God made you to be. So I'm very saddened by the passing of Mama, and I always wonder who will be calling me Oyilum now, but it is well. So in light of that, I pray that your soul, Mama's soul, will continue to rest in peace, and that she is in the bosom of the Lord praying for us. I bid you farewell, and I know that one day we shall meet again.
A tribute to a special lady, Ezinne Florence Olieku Njeze nwa-Onodugo, who lived a life worthy to emulate. Her smile fills the room. She was Ezinne Neora, Neoma, loving everyone that comes in contact with her. She was a rare gem with a big heart. I will miss our tete-a-tete and all the wise things I learned from her. Mama, we love you. You will always remain in our hearts. Adieu. May your gentle soul rest in peace. May the Sacred Heart of Jesus receive you. Jane Koma.
She was a mother of many and a mother to many. Mama's kindness and love, zest for life and independence was contagious. Mama, you are a strong advocate. You were compassionate. You were lovely, elegant woman. You were an epitome of generosity, compassion for the less privileged. You taught us, you always tell us, about the need to give back, which you exemplified by your frequent visits to prisons, hospitals, to see people that are less privileged, seeking out those that are in need and helping them. We're going to miss you a lot. One of the things I'm going to miss you about is when I come into Enugu, the first port of call, I'm coming to Enugu to go to Bodman to see Mama Bodman. I don't know what I'm going to do when I come to Enugu.
My name is Odinaka Chukwu-Umuoka. I am one of Mama's grandchildren, and one thing I will miss about her is when we would go to visit her in Budman, I would always get these mosquito bites on my legs, and she would tell me to go get the aloe vera plant that was on her balcony, and she would help me rub it on my mosquito bites. She was such a caring person, and I will always remember that about her. No matter what, she would always be there to help and give advice. She would tell me to work hard in school, and I will try my best to fulfill her wishes and do well in school so that she'll be proud of me. Even though she's not here no more, I know that she's watching over me in heaven where she lays to rest, and I will miss her forever. We love you, Mama. Kajifo.
Whenever I come across Easy Word, I remember her because that's her favorite channel, and anytime I visit her, because I spend most of my weekends with her because my school is close to her house. So I spend most of my weekends. So whenever I go to her house, we always watch Easy Word together. I miss her cooking, the times we spend together, like the times we chat. I talk about my school and my friends, and at the same time she tells me stories that happened in the past.
My name is Florence Olieku Njeze. I'm the 18th grandchild of Mama. I remember very fondly how Mama always ensured I was well fed each time I visited her home at Bodman. Also, her willingness to share stories of past events with so much enthusiasm and without hesitation. Definitely, Mama will be sorely missed, as her passing will always remain a huge loss to this family. Farewell, Mama, till we meet again.
My name is Ozo Nnabuenyi Njeze, and I'm the grandson of Florence Njeze. Grandma Florence is someone that was beloved and respected by all her peers and family. She had this charismatic aura that never failed to put a smile on all of our faces. Whenever I talked to her, in person or on the phone, there was always this joy and energy as she was talking to us that would always make me smile and never failed to make me laugh. Grandma Florence will forever and always be missed, as she is now at the right-hand side of the Most High, our Father, as she continues to watch over us and live through us for all the days of our life, guiding us down to the right path. Grandma, we love you forever, and we will always miss you.
My name is Ekwuchi Njeze, son of Chibuzo Njeze, and this video is dedicated to Mama, who I truly miss, truly miss. And I do hope she is in a better place, the Most High. I truly hope so. And I just have to say, one fond memory I do miss, that I do enjoy actually, that I ponder on sometimes when I go to work and reflect, is whenever I see her, she says she calls me her husband because my name, I'm named after my grandfather, and I have similar features to him, which is nice to help her remember him. And it gives me more pride and honor within my name, and to honor that name whenever I do anything. So I do reflect on that most of my life, and most of the days I go out, and I try to do my best to honor her, honor the family name, and I will continue to do so. Mama, take care. Please, I hope I see you one day whenever I pass on, so yes.
Her co-wives are not left behind, as they equally mourn the loss of the nanogenarian, the matriarch of Njeze family.
Ezinne, Nora, Okenne, n'ụwa niile. Mama anyị abụka ezigbo mmadụ. Up till now we are still crying maka na mama anyị hafụrụ anyị. Kedu onye ga-abụzi mama anyị, mama ndị be Njeze? Kedu onye ga na-enye anyị advice, na-agwa anyị okwu ndụ?
sọsọ Chukwu bụ ihe ga-ene anyị anya. Mama ya abụkwa ezigbo mmadụ. Mama I lived a fulfilled life. Ọ bụ nne onye ọbụla bụ nne na-achọ ime uto o si eme. Mama I live a legacy of mercy, compassion, love, and ihe bụ Chukwu siri ka a na-eme. Sọọsọ ihe na-atacha ya obi bụ maka ezigbo ndụ o buru. Anyị chetakwa ezigbo ndụ o buru, ọ na-enye anyị ntachi obi.
Ihe ọ na-emere m karịrị. O nwekwa nwanne ihe dakwasịrị m. M bịakwasị ọnyanya, mama na-ekedu ihe dakwasịrị m. Ọ sị m na eke m ji memesho. Mmechi ikwe nke na ha ọmụ na ọdọrọ m mma. Ọ bụ ezigbo mmadụ. Amana m ka m akpụrịsị ike. Onye na-ewutechi m ike maka na o nwere ndị nwaanyị onye ji ka akụziere m. Onwe ka akụziere m ihe ọ na-akụziri m.
So, ka m mere emechi m sesi m bịara ebe Njeze. Ọ na-eme m ka nwa, apa m ka nwa. Nwa ọbụla bụkwa mkpa m ụlọ anya, nwekwa anya, ọnụ mee ya ọ daba. So, ọ gwasịrị mama akpa ezigbo mmadụ. Ezigbo mmadụ. Na-anabata onye ọbụla. So, ọ na-amụ m ka nwa sesi m na be Njeze. Ihe m na-akpọ ọbụ mama, ọ na-eme ihe ọzọ na-abụ mama. Oge o mere emechiri m. So, ama m
Florence Olieku Njeze, who was a full-time housewife before her demise, did some petty trading. She was also a very pious woman, a foundation member of St. Anne's Catholic Society, Owani, Enugu, which later transformed into Catholic Women's Organization of Sacred Heart Parish, Owani, Enugu. She is also a life member of the Catholic Women's Organization of Enugu Diocese, belonged to League of Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament, St. Jude Society, Sacred Heart of Jesus, Purgatorial Society, among others, and was awarded the title of Ezinne. Mama gave birth to 9 children, of which 7 are presently alive, 29 grandchildren, 19 great-grandchildren, and died at the ripe age of 94 on 20th April 2024. Indeed, Mama Bodman will forever be missed.
Mama, may your gentle soul continue to rest in the bosom of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
That is the first thing that will strike me whenever I visit home or try to visit home. The first place we want to go or stop by is at Portman to see Mama. We will miss you and we wish you well until we meet again to part no more. Good night.
Goodbye, Mama. We're going to miss you very much. We're going to try to uphold all the things that you've taught us. We're going to miss you very, very much.
It's not an easy one for me because of the encouragement Mama gave me when my husband went to be with the Lord. She was a very strong wind beneath my wings. And for my children too, she gave us all the encouragement to forge ahead. She gave us reason to continue to move on. She gave us reason to know that life still goes on. May the soul of Mama and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. Amen.